Welcome to the only YouTube channel where you can stretch your hamstrings and stretch your opponent's ego. Hi guys, welcome to a Vinyasa Flow class at a co-working space based in Liverpool called Clockwise. I run a monthly yoga class here and thought I'd share it with you guys online. So today you'll need just your yoga mat and just 2 blocks there just in case you need them. And we'll begin today's class in a downward facing dog. We can have the heels raised, the knees bent, as long as we've got the back straight, moving that chest towards the thighs, and then we can work on dropping them heels, lifting the hips, maybe walking the dog, lifting the right heel, dropping the left, feeling that stretch in the back side of the body, dropping the right, lifting the left. Maybe just walking through a couple more times. Just bringing that focus to the breath, setting up that Ujjayi breath, breath with sound. Just taking whatever movements you need, maybe lifting the heels, dropping the heels to the left, and then moving over, dropping them over to the right, taking whatever movements you need. We'll come back towards our downward facing dog. We'll open out the feet towards the long edges of the mat, and we're going to roll through the spine, coming in towards our high plank. We're going to move through high plank, dropping the hips. Inhale as we rise to our upward facing dog. Exhale, coming back to downward facing dog. One last time, we're going to inhale, lift the heels, rotate through the spine, coming all the way through plank, dropping the hips. Inhale, coming back up to upward facing dog. Exhale, coming back to downward facing dog. We're going to bring the feet back together. We're going to inhale, lift the heels, walking the feet forwards, coming into our first forward fold of the class. Resting the fingertips on the mat, maybe on some blocks or some books. Keeping the legs nice and straight, we're going to inhale, rise, lifting up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. We're going to inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. One last time, inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Where we're going to plant the hands, we're going to step that left foot back. We're going to meet in our low lunge, bringing that left knee down, untucking the toes. Inhale as we rise to our low lunge. Should be seeing your big toe on the inside of the right knee. Inhale here, we're going to exhale, circle the hands down. We're going to come up onto the left toes, lifting the left knee off. Coming in towards our runner's lunge. We're going to step that right foot back for our plank. Then we're going to inhale, roll forwards. Exhale, coming down to chaturanga. Inhale, coming back up. One last time. Inhale, shoulders over the wrists. Exhale, down to chaturanga. You can drop the knees here. Inhale, rise back up. I will inhale, coming back to downward facing dog. We're going to inhale, lift the heels, walking the feet forward. And we'll inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. One last time. Inhale, lift up halfway. Feeling that stretch in the back of the legs. Exhale, forward fold. We're going to plant the hands down. We're going to step that right foot back. Coming into our low lunge, dropping that right knee, untucking the toes. Seeing the toe on the inside of the left knee. Inhale as we rise. Nice relaxed shoulders, engage fingertips. Engaging that right glute. We're going to inhale here. Exhale, rotate the hands down. Framing that left foot. Coming up onto the toes for our runner's lunge. Then we're going to step the left foot back for our plank. And we're going to inhale, come forward, shoulders over the wrists. Exhale, down to chaturanga. Inhale, lift up. Shoulders over the wrists. Inhale here. Exhale, coming down to chaturanga. Inhale, back up. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Bringing that focus back to the breath. Nice and easy. Nice soft Ujjayi breath. Then we're going to inhale, lift that right leg up and back for three-legged dog. Maybe open, stack the hips. Going to inhale, come high to the left toes. Exhale, bring the knee towards the chest. Knee touches the nose. Hold here for 2. 1, step in that right foot through. Inhale as we rise to our high lunge. Maybe taking a crescent lunge, dropping that left knee. Inhale here, exhale, straighten both legs, drop the arms at the same time. Inhale, drop that down to crescent. Exhale, straighten both legs, dropping the arms. Inhale, back up to crescent. 1 last time. Dropping down. Inhale, coming back. Where we'll hold here. We're going to come into our warrior 2, so we're going to drop that left heel. Bringing the right hand forward, keeping a bend in that front right knee. Left hand comes back. Where we'll hold. 3, 2, 1. We're going to come into a skandasana towards the back of the mat. So we're going to straighten the front right leg. Bend the left. Bring in the left elbow to the knee. Or maybe dropping down to full skandasana. Bringing hands to prayer. Extending the fingertips forward, or we can use a block underneath our bum, if you like. And then from here we're going to make our way back towards the top of the mat. And we're going to heel toe the right foot towards the long edge of the mat, coming into our lizard lunge. So you want your foot on the outside of the hand, on the right hand. And we're going to have an explore here. Maybe pulsing forward and back, up and down. All round and round. Maybe if that knee wants to come out, coming up onto the knife edge of the mat. You can always drop that back left knee, untuck the toes if you like. If not, we can stay up. You can always drop down to our forearms. Feeling that little bit deep stretch. And we'll inhale, come back up. Then we're going to come into our lizard twist, so we're going to press our weight into our left hand. Turning at the belly button, then the chest. Extending the right hand up towards the ceiling. Holding here. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, bring that hand all the way down. Then we're going to step that right foot back. We're going to inhale here. Exhale, dropping down to chaturanga. Inhale, come back up to plank. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Bringing that focus back to the breath. Nice, slow, steady breaths. If you'd like, you can drop your knees, untuck the toes. Come into a child's pose to reset the breath. Nice, slow, steady breaths. Maybe extending the hands forward, resting the forehead on the mat. bringing that focus back to the breath, slowing down that heart rate before we move to the other side. Last few breaths here. Then we're going to inhale, make our way back to downward facing dog, coming through tabletop. Bringing the knees back together, tucking the toes. Inhale, moving back towards our downward facing dog. Now lift that left leg up and back for three-legged dog. Bringing the left foot towards the right hand side. Open, stacking the hips. We're going to inhale, come high onto the right toes. Exhale, bring the knee towards the chest. And we're going to hold here for 2, 1, extending that foot through. Coming down to our low lunge. We're going to inhale, lift the arms up for our low lunge. Inhale here. Exhale, bring the hands down to frame that front foot. Coming higher, coming onto the toes, lifting the right knee. Inhale up to our high lunge. Exhale, bend the knee, coming into crescent. Then we're going to inhale, drop the arms, straighten both legs. Exhale, drop back down. We're going to inhale, drop the arms, straighten both legs. Inhale, coming down one last time. Coming up, straighten both legs. Exhale, dropping down to our crescent. And we're going to come back to our high lunge, dropping that right heel. Keeping a bend in that left leg, coming into our warrior 2, left hand forward. Staying here for 2, 1, we're going to inhale, we're going to straighten that left leg, bend that right back leg, coming into our high or low skandasana. Your options, your choice, your class. Take a few breaths here before we make our way back to lizard. Then we're going to inhale, move forwards. Heel toe the left foot towards the long edge of the mat. Come onto your toes of your right. Again, having a play around here. Maybe moving forward, up and down, or round and round, in circles. If that left knee wants to go out and come up onto the knife edge of that foot, it can. It's absolutely fine, just have a play around, be careful. If it doesn't feel good, you can always back out, come back to this lizard. So we can drop that right knee if we need to and untuck the toes. Just coming back to the breath. Embracing all the wobbles, all the shakes. If you want to come down to your forearms, you can. Coming into our low lizard. You can use your blocks here, so you can place your hands, place your elbows underneath your blocks. Just give it that little bit of elevation so you're not as deep. Again, maybe rocking forward and back. And then wherever we are, we're going to come back towards our lizard. And we're going to press our weight into our right hand. Inhale, lifting the left hand up, turning at the belly button, then the shoulder. Nice alignment through the hands. Should be a straight line from the right hand to the left. Holding for 3, 2, 1. We're going to exhale, bring that left hand down. Back to our lizard. We're going to step that left foot back. Coming down to our high plank. We're going to hold here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the shoulders over the wrists. Exhale, coming down to chaturanga. I'll hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly release. Untuck the toes, slide the hands forward. Coming into sphinx pose. Bringing that focus back to the breath. The heart rate might have popped up a little bit there, but we're still working. Longer exhales to slow down the heart rate. Feeling that heart rate slow down, we can always come into seal by straightening the arms, pressing into the forearms, lifting up through seal, engaging both glutes. Inhale here, exhale, rolling all the way down towards the belly. Shaking out the hips. Then we're going to bring the left hand out towards the left. And we're going to lift the right knee. And then we're going to move the right foot towards the left hip, stretching out the shoulder. Should be able to feel the stretch in your shoulder, in your right hip. You'll see it better when I do the other side in a second. So inhale, coming back to centre, doing the opposite side. Lengthen out the right hand, lift up the left foot, roll that left foot towards the right. You can use this left hand to push into the stretch, a little bit deeper, stretching out that shoulder. And we'll come back. Now we'll press back to our child's pose. Toes together, knees apart. Allowing the hips to sink into the mat, slowly slowing down the breath. Just allowing your body to feel any sensations from today's class. Allowing the hips to sink deeper. Focusing on the breath. Maybe closing over the eyes, coming into a little bit of a meditation. With every inhale, feel the expansion in the lower and your rib cage of your back. And with every exhale, just sinking deeper into the meditation. Eventually allowing the breath to come back to its natural rhythm. Where we can stay and enjoy the next few minutes just for ourselves. We've got nowhere else to be, nothing else to do, so just be here. Enjoy this pose, enjoy this feeling. You might be taking the class at the start of the day and the end of the day, or maybe just taking some time out for yourself. If you'd like, you can either stay here, or you can walk the hands back, coming into a seated position. Or you can come down to a full Shavasana, bringing the knees together. Sitting back on the heels, so you want to sit here. Putting your right hand over your left, if it's males. If you're females, putting your left over your right. Sitting up nice and tall through the spine, lifting the crown of the head. If you come into a full Shavasana, it's allowing your whole body to sit there and relax. Starting from your toes, working your way up through your legs, your hips, your back, your chest, shoulders, your arms, your neck, your jaw, your cheekbones. Maybe soften over the eyes. And then I'd recommend sitting here in the meditation, focusing on nothing but your breath. If any thoughts come into your mind, that's okay. Just accept them, acknowledge them, and just let them drift away. As you bring your focus back to your breath, I'd recommend staying here 2 to 3, 5, 10 minutes. Longer the better. So I'm going to end the class there. Hopefully you enjoyed the class. Hopefully it was worth a like and a follow. That'd be great. I hope to see you next time in the next video. Hope you have a good day. Namaste.